Welcome to the program Time to Think with educator, philosopher, and international motivational expert, Dr. D. Paul Reilly.
Hi, this is D. Paul Reilly with today's edition of Time to Think entitled, Throw Away Your Crutches. I heard TV evangelist and best-selling author Joel Osteen use the phrase which is the title of this program. Of course, I immediately wrote it down as I believe contained in this phrase, throw away your crutches, is a very important lesson for all of my listeners to take note of. You see, from my observations, there are a whole lot of people spread throughout this great big world of ours who are suffering from a terrible disease. And that disease is what I refer to as excusitis. That's right. There are far too many people who spend their whole life coming up with one excuse after another as to why they don't seem to be able to accomplish anything worthwhile in all aspects of their seemingly sad and totally uneventful lives. My grandfather back in Ireland left school when he was 14. He also had a very bad leg, apparently from a kick from a horse when he was young. So he had to walk rather slowly with the aid of a stick for the greater part of his adult life. And yet he owned one of the largest and most successful farms in the area where he lived, and was an excellent businessman who became quite rich. Now, he could have quite easily surrendered to excusitis by stating that he didn't have a chance to get a good education and that he was handicapped with his bad leg. But, my friend, he didn't. Instead, he went on to become extremely successful in his field, as he appeared to completely ignore what many others would give in to, his apparent lack of education and his physical disability. He actually used to drive through the fields each day to count the cattle and make sure that they were in good health. He was immensely successful in all of his endeavors. My friend, here's an important question for you. Are you using some crutches as excuses for not getting ahead in life? Are you using the excuse that as your parents didn't have any money to send you to college, you're unable to get ahead in life? If this is so, it's absolute nonsense. W. Clement Stone, who lived with his single mother in Chicago, didn't have a chance to get a good education. As a young boy, he used to get up at 4 a.m. in the morning to sell newspapers on the streets of Chicago in order to get money to be able to put food on the table for himself and his mother, who took in sewing at her home to eke out a meager living. But, my friend, he did not use this as a crutch, as an excuse. Instead, he started selling insurance door to door when he left school, and he went to night classes to educate himself. Incidentally, he ended up owning the largest insurance company in the world at that time, Combined Insurance Companies of America, and became immensely successful and rich. He threw away his crutches. Now, how about you? Think about it.